Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Europa Universalis IV as Castile, or rather as Spain now. And I think I'm going to declare war on Morocco, and I don't want to get too much overextension, so I'm going to use our Conquest CB as the justification for war. But I'm not actually going to ask for anything, because I'm going to have too much overextension as is. Right? I've already got a little bit from this stupid thing. But we're going to try to get some trade concessions. Because we can. So we're going to... Oh, right. I can't actually go after those guys. Which is annoying. Transport fleet is moving over there. Which is fine. Crappy little battle, which doesn't matter there. Let's break the trade fleet here. Actually, let's go and move the Armada into the coast of Morocco here and try to pin these ships down. I don't care about occupying this space. They can keep that. I don't even know if we get war score from that. Transport fleet, am I... There we go. Do that. Detach a siege, move into Fez. Some naval battles, we'll detach a siege, move to Casablanca. And then keep an eye out for where they might have any troops, if they've got any whatsoever. And I don't think they do. And I don't think we have to siege a whole hell of a lot to get the job done. We're going to go here because if anything, I think they're going to come from their claims over in Algiers. Let's go and take the trade fleet, which is actually in pretty rough shape. We're going to park them in Cadiz for a bit. Oh yeah, because my allies have the huge death fleets as well. So we can build some stuff. In fact, what I'd like to build more than anything is a few more units, because we're still quite low on our force limit. Queue up a couple more knights over here, and then some longbows throughout. And we'll just try to get up to that force limit. These are rebels, which I'm fine with. People are attritioning me, which is very frustrating. We got Tangiers, which is great. I would be tempted to take it, but I think it would be a bad move. I think we're just going to take the trade concession, and then we'll consider it again in 5 years. Okay, want a siege here. Let's see if we can't get some troops actually to help out. Detach. Go over here. And we're going to have a defensive position. We've got our leader. We've got... Oh, way too many cavalry. That's not good. Luckily, he's not coming for me. That is one risk. Like, cavalry are really good, and ideally, if you're playing a Western nation tech group, you would want to have that 50-50 split. But there's a lot to be said about having some extra infantry to kick around. Group, leave a siege behind, and let's see if we can't close on those guys. Yeah, because see, we're going to be, we're not going to be in the right position. Okay, just move into Fez so that we can reinforce. Because I think, is he going to Casablanca? He is. I think means I should just pull back. Except I don't want in time. Alright, so just stay fortified. We'll do what we can. But probably just lose that battle. Peace offer. We'll cede right away. Let's try this again. Because no matter what I take, I'd get the expansion penalty. And I don't know if I want that. I could give stuff to... Unacceptable terms. Really? Well, let's rough them up a little bit more and see what we can do. Crossing a river, but I think that's alright. Ooh. Don't move in there. Let's help out in Fez. Family secret. First time you brush it off, when it happens the second or third time, you begin to wonder, why are people laughing at you when you think you can't hear them? After you've asked around for more than a bit, you finally manage to get an answer out of a chambermaid. It appears that your heir has been running about town in a most unchristian fashion, and your family has now become the laughingstock of Europe. I can scold her publicly, lose a little bit of prestige, or say so, and lose some claim strength on my heir, which... you know what? I got so many marriages and stuff. We'll just take a little bit of prestige hit. That's going to be fine. Papal state declared on Naples. Well, that's interesting. I don't know if I can avoid a river crossing to follow these guys into Marrakesh. Oh, okay, Portugal is doing it for me. Well, that's very nice of them. There we go. Trade value. All your money. 410 gold. I like it. And, oh, we can get them to release a nation. Independent Fez. That I'm kind of a big fan of. Although annulling the treaty is probably enough. 50% trade power, 410 bucks, which is excellent. Annul the treaties. We get a little bit of prestige. And I think that's going to be fine. We can afford to wait 5 years to reclaim this. I mean, that's a long time to go. And I was going to say, risk having Portugal come and take my stuff. But no, Portugal is going to have a truce with them as well. I think I'm happy to do this. I'm going to take the money and run. Instead of take more overextension. And we got it. Oh. Holy War. That's really interesting. I wonder how long that's going to be around. Alright, pull back to over here. And then my ships. Again, trade fleet. Go trade fleeting. Armada can get parked in Cadiz. And my transport fleet can probably mostly pick up some people from here again, because I think we're going to have way too many. Well, it's only 17 actually, that's not so bad. Do we have any others? Oh yeah, we've got some over here, so that's going to be fine. Then we'll move you to the mainland. We'll have you group over here. Good. And speaking of group up, here, we'll move you guys all here so that we can get a nice army composition sent over as quickly as possible. Force limit good. Trade should be good. We can become Defender of the Faith, which is really nice, but would spend all our money. We can tech up, which I think we're going to want to do. Building an embassy would be awfully nice. The core creation thing is not a big deal. The extra diplomat is quite helpful. And in any case, continuing to tech up diplomatically is going to be good. Once we hit 7, we'll get the extra colonial range. Then we can consider doing something pretty amazing. Can I build that core? I think I can. Not quite. Close, but not quite. And then militaristically, yes, we can build a few more forces here. And what are our overall stats? We could probably squeeze in a few more knights. Let's go 2 more knights and then a cavalry. Well, or infantry, which is in this case a longbow. That'll bring us to our force limit. And then actually we should build some ships. We have enough money for that. We have huge amounts of force limit left over. And I think, as much as it's tempting to build a huge trade fleet, I think we're just going to start building heavy ships. When do we unlock the next one? I guess that's the question. Level 9, we get a full Carrack. Do we just wait until then? We don't upgrade our galleys for quite some time. And for all the stuff on the inner bay, we could just build a bunch of galleys. It's just the stuff out here that we won't really be able to do, or blockading up here quite so much. If we want to concentrate on the Mediterranean, a handful of galleys would actually be quite good. And more cogs. Actually, I want to be able to do a bigger naval invasion. So, we're going to build... we'll build a round of cogs. I mean, that's using up a lot of naval force limit for something that's not really heavily naval forcey. We're going to do that. And I suppose I'm going to throw in some few Carracks as well. And they're going to be obsoleted later on, but that's okay. They're expensive as hell. But that's good. And we do have a lot of allies, and actually we've got, I keep forgetting, all of Aragon's ships, so that things are moving in the right direction. When the crown could not or would not pay cash to the nobles, they would instead grant them privileges to collect special revenues from which they could make a healthy profit. We can grant them those privileges. We'd lose some legitimacy. Navarre would like us a little bit more, which I guess won't hurt. When can you annex them? 72. Actually, in 7 days. All right, well, we actually are maxed out in a relationship, so we don't need that. You know what? I'll actually unpause and just make sure that it happens. There, we're going to start annexing them. So it's going to finish, it's going to take 13 years to complete. The longer they're a vassal, the easier it becomes, and they actually haven't been that long, so it's a downside. There's a little bit of war exhaustion. Our reputation is pretty good, and the base value is that. So yeah, I would like to annex Navarra, get them properly made part of our country. We get the core for free. It is going to tie up one of our diplomats for a really, 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 really long time, which means we're not going to be able to sit around improving relations quite as much, but I think that's going to be okay. We'll go ahead and send that. It's the right thing to do. So I don't need to worry about the prestige gain. On the other hand, we would get 5 years worth of 10% more tax revenue, which is really good. Or we gain some legitimacy, which I don't need, and no, we'll go with this. The tax revenue is going to be stupendous. Or, you know, it's going to be nice anyway. The embassy would cost us 1,000 gold, but +1 diplomat. Really, really, really good. It is a unique building. You just build it once. We could drop it down in Madrid or something like that, and that would probably be fine. And it's probably a worthwhile investment. Especially because I'm going to be integrating Aragon at some point. Well, in 50 years. But that's still going to be a tied-up diplomat, so that's not so bad. Okay, I'm going to start the coring process here. Again, oh, no, I really like those light bulbs. Oh, we can't core them right now anyway because we are doing some religious conversions. So there we go. So that makes it easy. So we will just light bulb our 10% tax rate in a minute, and then we're going to be laughing and rolling in the money. In fact, we're already making a fair amount of money, and soon enough we'll be making even more. So we can... I wish there was a better level 2 guy there. Level 3 is extremely tempting. But I'm going to take this guy just for the level 2. There's not much of a roll risk, although there's a tiny little bit. Ooh, 5% tax. It's really good. We're going to wait for a switch up in what kind of advisors we have. I suppose worst comes to worst, we can just save up for that armory. Or, not armory, embassy. Alright, my transport fleet is over there, so let's have them all group up over here. So now we can start to drop relatively healthy numbers of people on my enemies, which makes me happy. Can get the free military leader, which we will consider briefly. Interesting. Why do we have a limit of 2 there? Oh, it's 1. Oh, is the king in the air free? Really? Where was I getting that other tooltip from? Not from there. I swear there was another tooltip here a second ago. Alright, so the ruler doesn't count. I thought it did, but apparently I was wrong. Still, it would be 50 military power to do that, and I think I would rather tech up... Actually, why is our tech cost quite a bit higher? Are we ahead of the schedule? We are way ahead of time, and I'd rather not spend the extra military points for that, which makes it really tempting when we get to level 7 to just pick a military idea and burn the points there. That's the one thing I hadn't really thought of. You know, to compare, you know, we're ahead diplomatically, we're not ahead administratively, although after we get this, then we will be ahead of time. So I guess we got to spend a few more points on things. Or we can. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting ahead in tech, but at a certain point, like plus 60%, good gosh. So yes, 10% extra taxes. So right now, our taxes are 16.89 a month. So that's going to bump us up to 17.98. Huge amounts more money, and I can definitely drop this stuff now. And same thing with fleet maintenance, which we haven't done for a while. We're going to be rolling in. We're going to see if we can't reach that embassy status. And of course, pay back our loans. You know what, actually? Let's go and build armories. Since I'm ahead on military power, now that I think about it. That's probably worthwhile. I do want the embassy, but this is going to be a good way to sink this military power. There. Plus, you know, more manpower recovery. Right now, we're fighting easy opponents, but something could certainly go extremely sour. I should probably embargo someone. So who do I got? All the people I could embargo, it's not, like, terribly relevant in our trade zones. Because if we embargo, like, just Morocco or something, we're going to lose some of our trade efficiency, which I'd like to, you know, avoid. How are we placed overall? We're third administrative. Not very good anywhere else. But that's okay. I'm not worried. So we can ferry 13 troops at a time. That is really, really good. Let's get some more armories going. Anywhere else we can get a plus 30? Or is plus 27 as good as we can go? Plus 27 it is. No one else to convert. No, we've got that going on. We can't build the core there yet. But we don't have the admin power anyway, because we went and spent it on the idea, which was good. Venice declares on Austria. Those guys are like just butting heads non-stop throughout this game, I have found. The cheaper buildings, well, actually, before we build the embassy, 20% off there. I mean, 200 gold that would be worth. I think I was talking about holding off on building more buildings. That being said, coring is probably a little bit more important, because it is going to take a long time too. Doesn't actually tell me the time anywhere. Yeah, I don't think we're going to worry about getting that second level idea. On the other hand, like, it'll be nice to get the +1 colonist at some point, but we're not going to rush it. So I'm not going to worry about saving up more administrative power, which means I'm not going to get to the building cost, which means I can go ahead and build more buildings and be totally fine that way. Dissidents. We can support dissidents where? In Algiers. Probably won't accomplish anything other than antagonizing. Or we'd lose 10 prestige. I don't mind that Algiers hates me, but I'll just take the prestige hit rather than spend all that much money. So yes, I had logicked out that I could safely go ahead and keep building buildings. I'm going to keep going for armies just because I don't want to spend the points anywhere else. How long are we going to be ahead? Because actually, I guess as soon as we're no longer ahead, we're going to be, yeah, we're 5 years ahead of time. So we're going to be able to afford it. But ideally, we'd start building this in 79 or 80 or something like that. Which is fine. I guess the other thing I could do is put down the revolt risk. I'm not sure what else I can do to really, like, burn off some military points. Well, I mean, I don't just want to burn it off. I want to use it in some sort of sensible way. 10% more production efficiency. That's great. Hey, does this count as an overseas holding? And it does. So this is an overseas colony is what this is considered, even though it's just across the bay, which means we actually will never get any production benefit. And I don't think we get much in the way of taxes either. Instead, we collect tariffs, which is sort of a combination of production plus trade value. So increasing production and increasing trade value here will increase our tariffs a fair amount, which is, you know, it's going to be an okay amount of money. It's not as good. So you can see over here we're getting 3.2 in taxes, 8 taxes, 16 taxes. So right now it's only at 1.12, but we should be able to improve it through a variety of technology. That's the thing with these holdings. You know, I was looking at the tax bases. It's really not quite as good as I was making it out to be, but it's an interesting and fun goal to chase regardless. How many more loans we have? None! We've paid off all the loans. We'll go us. Can finally increase this technology. It's only a +4. And I mean, I guess at a certain point it starts to matter a lot less. But I don't know how much we have to rush into getting that. Although if I get declared on all of a sudden, I'm going to feel pretty stupid. What can we do? Morocco, Aragon, Navarra, which I don't want to do. I don't want to do Aragon or Navarra, actually. So it's mostly just go back on Morocco, which we will probably do. If anything else, we're going to go and hit them up for even more money than the last time. Ooh, some Basque rebels. We can suppress them. We get some patriots. And for a year, there would be more revolt risk and less manpower there. Or we could lose a bunch of money. Okay, well, we're going to go for the slaughter them option. We will do that. Raise this up. Just go over there and kill those folks. We can even move our ruler. No leader. Assign the leader. There we are. Good stuff. And The overextension. Yeah, it is really bad. Trade power abroad. That's the problem, that it's really hurting us. It is crippling our trade power to take these stupid little holdings over here that we aren't even really going to be able to defend in a competent, sane way. I should have just declared in Portugal. I mean, the only other alliance is with Burgundy, and at this point, I mean, Burgundy still didn't have a fleet, although what other allies does it has? That's the real problem. Not much, actually. It's not an unlikely move. Plus 30. Maybe we'll just wait for the year to tick over, and then we'll pick this up. Plus 20% cost is not quite so bad. And then, yeah, actually, we'll also be able to go to war with Morocco and Tunisia if we wanted to. Are they all Berber? No. So do they have... What's their idea? Oh, still the hostile core creation. Oh, we lost the Holy War, CB. Really? The state has lived off the contribution of the nobles for a long period of time. Now the country is doing well. The nobility is eager to get their cut of the cake. I can lose the stability or pay them off. That is a lot of money. Now, losing the point of stability will do two things. One, it'll require us to pay roughly 100 admin power. Actually, slightly more than that, so it'll be 116-ish admin power to get the stability back. And I really want the admin to be able to like start building a core. And then, additionally, well, no, if I do it right away, I'm not going to lose any money, but I was going to say it does translate to like an extra 10% or a loss of 10% of our taxes. 200 gold is a lot of money, but I think we can take the hit right now. We can do that. We'll take a loan out again, but it's not the end of the world. We should be able to bounce back relatively handily. Although I should take another cruise once I've got some money to look at the different available specialists. Actually, I suppose I could wait for my military power to just max out. If I'm not in a rush to get that technology, like, why not wait until it goes down to the 0th cost, or, you know, we hit the 999 point. Well, I guess we're going to keep all this stuff for now. These guys, once they're converted, the revolt risk will go down. I can also spend the 30 military power here to make it a little less likely to revolt, and then move some of the units out of here. So there we go, 13 units like that. And get them on the ship. Well, get them ready to get on the ship. Boom. Oh, here's an idea. We've converted them. Can we do this? Oh, it has to be a core. Still says Sunni, but I think that just hasn't changed. It has to be a core before we can flip the culture. Because it would be nice. If we could flip the culture, then we would be able to core them for cheaper. Still the same damn cost. Brr, that sucks. Revolt risk is relatively manageable. In fact, if I stamp them out, it'll be gone completely, and that does last for 5 years, which I think is a good plan. So let's go ahead and... oh, our armory maintenance is already maxed. Let's bring our fleet maintenance up before the war. And we'll go and attack them. If anything else, they might have some money for us. Okay, there we go. We'll move the transports into the Gulf here. And these guys can join actually the rest of our ships in Cadiz, and we'll get a slightly better Armada Real. Real, I don't know how you say it in sort of Spanish-y sounds. Sounds horribly dismissive. Yeah, I'm not rushing to that military tech. We're just going to keep saving it up. Why not? I suppose if we want a leader, we could pick an admiral for that. The Azores, yeah. National Epic, I like it. I'll trade a little admin power for a little bit of prestige. You guys know me, I love the prestige. We have no diplomats because we are still improving relations in Valencia. They have no allies? Oh, wow. Alright. I'm not even calling an ally. That way I get to really pick and choose exactly what I want to have happen here. It's going to be mine, mine, all mine. Actually, we'll take Tangiers as the target. And I'm going to make sure to drop some troops off there. And I don't think I did the... Yeah, we're going to squash the revolt risk all the way down as much as we can. Let's grab these guys, get them on the ship. There you go. We'll have them come out in Ceuta because it seems like you can get them a lot faster. Oh, and of course we still have allies. We've got Navarra helping out here with its kick-ass ships. Meanwhile, we'll go and add some more... oh, that's my trade fleet. God damn it, just dock somewhere, that's fine. Transport fleet is here. Drop the transports over here. Why? Did I really miscalculate my numbers? No. Transport fleet. Oh, that's Aragon. Detach a siege. Let's move to Fez. Detach moves to Fez. We're gonna... Whoa! Alright, move over here. Because they're apparently going to attack us through a river where we have reinforcements nearby, and actually even without the reinforcements, we're going to be fine. Boom. Easy crush. Where are they still running off to? Safi. The attrition is going to cause more damage to us than anything else. Manpower maximum is growing nicely. I like it. Oh, did I screw that up? Apparently I did. That was a quick peace offer. Just concede defeat. No. Not good enough. Alright, we're sieging every province. Again, I don't think we can actually claim anything. I don't think that's what's going to happen here. The overextension is just too brutal. Although, I will have them break off Fez at this point. Or anything else I can actually have them break off. I think Fez is the only option. Yeah, see, this one is a net loss of 10 tradition. And this is a net loss of 5 tradition in total. Now, this isn't bad if you don't care about the Navy. But I do care about the Navy a little bit. So I will just take this, where I only lose a little bit of Navy. Now, we are not at the point where we've got the full discount yet. No, 1 year away, and we're not close to capping our military power, so there we go. And we made just fine without the cannons. We didn't need them. This is an easy war. There we go, one siege there, and another one. So we're going to keep ignoring their peace offers, because there's no way they're going to offer us the sort of thing that we want. Casablanca. I mean, we can go for the 100% victory, but it doesn't matter because I don't think we're going to have a 100% war score worth of stuff that's worth asking for. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, that, like, coring cost is just the sickest thing. This quest is actually brutal. In hindsight, I would not have taken it just because we're never going to complete it. Go back to Ceuta. 93% is probably going to be fine for anything we could possibly ask for. Actually, I'm stupid, aren't I? Can I not get them to revoke cores? No? Oh, that's not their core. That's what... I'm really dumb. Shoot, that's the answer. Ah, I'm an idiot. No, wait. No, revoked core doesn't give me a core on the province. Do I need to have a core somewhere before I can get them to revoke? I think so. I'm going to have to check the manual. Because I don't think you can have a coreless province, right? Because if I claimed it in this war, and then in the next war I got them to revoke it, would that make it really easy to annex? I would still have 5 years of overextension, which I don't like the idea of. So we can't annex. We can't get them to vassalize. We can only get them to release Fez, which is a single province, which is not particularly exciting. Although it means we can vassalize Fez. I should have done that last time, so that way I could have vassalized them and then diplo... Well, no, again, you can't diplo-annex them. But at least I have a vassal. I guess that counts for something. Do I not have a... Wait, what? Why was it saying I would lose claims on Tangiers? Is Tangier part of Fez? Is that the problem? Oh. I don't like that. I don't want the over-annexation. Come on, that would be terrible. Only 100 gold. The trade power we can get back. We can keep abusing them for the trade power. You know what? I'm just going to have them release. It'll break the claim and probably get rid of that quest. And you know what? At this point, I'm tired of that quest. It's a stupid quest. And maybe we can come back and we'll be able to just vassalize Fez and do that. This is going to be fine. We'll see how it goes. It just makes an independent Tangiers. Wait, what? It made Tangiers independent, not Fez. That's interesting. We still have this quest. Alright, let's fabricate a claim over here. Can't declare... I mean, we could take the stability hit, but I don't want to do that. That was really bizarre. I'm very confused as to why it did the Tangiers thing. Peasant War in the Ottomans? Great. I want a few troops on the mainland, but the rest of them can hang out over here. And that's going to be fine. Anyway, that'll bring us to the end of this particular segment. And see you folks next time. Bye-bye.